Looney. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
And here we can check out the story on Julius Randle. Really been a key contributor over the past month. He's around 10 points per game, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. And this is the kind of strong, steady play you like to see. He's earning his keep and helping them win games.
And guys, they're finally getting the consistency they wanted to see from him. Look for that to continue.
He hits both from the stripe. So for the Jazz, their last game, a loss to the Clippers.
Yeah, not a fan of moral victories, but that game in a lot of ways was a confidence booster for them because they really didn't have it that night and yet still had a chance.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, I think they're one of the few teams that can play that poorly and still almost come away with a win.
And Mills kicks to Freak. There's the pick. From past the arc. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
And Kevin, they dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Well, the hustle and the effort, the persistence, all of that paying off in a big way. And that's something that makes a coach smile.
Shoots a 3. The second chance effort. It's hauled in by Lyles.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Down low, here's Grimes, and that comes off the assist by Exum. 6 points for him.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Kicks it to Jackson. From deep. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Exum.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Shoots a 3. Pass to Mills. Here's Soto. It's good from long range. Freak's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Warriors. Exum passes to Hardaway. To the paint. Here's Lyles. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Lyles got his second bucket of the night.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Back to Iguodala. Kicks it to Freak. Launches it. No luck. The Jazz go the other way with it. Up next for them, the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Thunder had a nice performance. He dropped 14 points and was on the mark from deep, draining several threes. He was just too much to handle as he came off the bench to turn in a great outing, guys. They hope it continues.
All right, thanks, Doris. He's got a lot of positives to take away from that game.
He really does. It was one of his better performances, and that's saying something because we've seen this guy have a lot of good ones.
And you'd have to imagine that he'll be out to build on it, to go one better here tonight.
Jazz trail by 13. Exum kicks to Hardaway. Nice ball movement by Utah. Down low. Shots good by Lyles. Lyles got 6 points.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
Iguodala kicks to Mills. To the inside, Soto. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. The Warriors have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year. But just a tad worse, so not too bad.
No good from outside. And we've reached halftime in this one. Warriors lead by 13. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California.
Oracle Arena.
we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere. With a completely new 5 on the floor. Warriors leading by 22, so on the floor for Utah. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And folks, those are hops you just don't see from that one spot every day.
Well, that's why he is such an uncommon talent.
Yep, uncommon and unparalleled. I mean, he makes things happen out there for sure.
Grimes. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. 8 points for him.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
James dishes to Freak. Good.
And it looks like they left their defensive effort back in the locker room, guys. They just haven't had the same commitment here defensively in the second half.
Passes it to Lyles. They set the pick. Outside Hardaway. Here's Grimes. Goes back up, and the layup is up and in. Lyles got 8.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Warriors leading by 22. And here's Freak. 23 points in the game. Iguodala the pass to Soto. Here's Looney. Baseline jumper. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. 8 points for him.
That one was solid. There's a big difference in the field goal percentages between these two teams here in the second half.
And, Greg, that difference has come about because we've got one team moving crisply, getting good shots, and the other is just kind of stagnant.
Grimes covered by Mills. 1:32 left in the third quarter of the game. Mills with the rebound.
Sweet move to get free, but just could not convert there in the end.
Dishes to Freak. Looney passes to Iguodala. Clock at 6. And Freak gets it to go on the assist by Iguodala. Iguodala's got 3 assists tonight. Teams value the 3 so much nowadays. Let's check out the best at it. The Warriors, number 1.
The threat of deep shooting makes everything easier offensively. They've been incredibly accurate from long range.
Watson, he's checked in for Patty Mills. Reggie Jackson's checked in for Utah. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
And now we've got a moment to see how the Jazz are doing ranking-wise, Kevin. 3rd in opponent points per game, 5th in fewest turnovers per game. And they're in the top 10 in opponent field goal percentage. That's pretty good company. It points out the fact that they do prioritize the defensive end.
And you talk about their ranking in terms of opponents' points per game. They really stifle teams. I mean, they eliminate the easy runouts in transition, and they force you to play 5-on-5 and take difficult shots.
Exum passes to Lyles. They double him with Freak, and the shot is good. Lyles got 4 points in the quarter.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Good on the shot.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Grimes off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboards.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
Exum passes to Lyles. Off with the layup.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Warriors ahead, running away with it. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. The team's deciding to change it up. The Warriors have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Soto in at point guard. Hickson is out there with Randall, and it's Mills, and it's James in at the small forward position. That's the Warriors' 5.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Freak kicks to James. Hickson dishes to Mills. Golden State moving it around. It's Freak, top of the key. Hickson sets the screen for James. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From the stripe. And again, no good by Golden State.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
And good on the basket. Book it. 6 points for Trey Burke.
You know, a huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
And the Warriors making a change here. Watson's checked in. And Utah also making a switch. Jackson's checked in. And that one's good. Burke.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose, the D hasn't been able to keep up.
And he nails it. The three-pointer falls from Soto. Freak's got 31.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
I tell you what, any team will take that. I mean, if you're shooting over 50%, it means you're getting the kind of looks you want on offense, and you're being smart about it, and you're knocking down the good shots that you get.
The dish to Muscala. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Muscala's got 5 points now this quarter.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Knocked away and stolen by Freak. And here's the break. Shots good by Mills. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Warriors.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get.
The feed now to Hayward. 6 to shoot. The fader. Poked away.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Here's Watson, and that one's good.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Warriors.
But Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out, Clark, this kind of punishment.
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And they've put themselves into the driver's seat in regards to the season series with this team. Tonight's win will give them a 2-1 edge with only 1 left to play.
You know, no matter what happens next time they meet, I think this was the biggest game they'll play against each other this season. Getting that 2-1 advantage means so much.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Freak. You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result.
Outside Jackson. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly. And Clark, the other, just searching for answers that they could never find.
Well, I think these fans, too, Kevin, gave their team a tremendous lift. I mean, they never gave up on them. From the opening tip.
Congratulations on this win tonight, Stephen, and tell us a little bit about the driving philosophy behind how this team strives to be the most cohesive unit possible.
To me, it's a commitment. But we know that that's going to, put us in a good position to win every single night. As if we bring the effort.